For years, fans wondered what really happened between Frank Fritz and the American Pickers crew. Rumors flew, but Danielle Colby stayed silent. Until now. She's finally revealing the truth behind the scenes, and it's nothing like you expected. This isn't drama, it's the real story you've been waiting for. When American Pickers first launched in 2010, Danielle wasn't aiming to be on camera. She was just a friend helping Mike run the shop, Antique Archaeology, while Mike and Frank hit the road. She held everything together from behind the scenes, answering calls, tracking leads, running the store like a well-oiled machine. Fans loved her instantly. Her tattoos, her bold energy, her realness, it all stood out. But Danielle wasn't there to play a role. She was the core of the operation. She saw Mike and Frank's chemistry up close. Mike, the dreamer, full of big ideas and excitement over saving history. Frank, the detail guy, with a love for small, forgotten treasures. They'd clash over picks. Mike chasing a rusted sign, Frank obsessed with an old motorcycle part. But it was fun. Danielle laughed through it all. Even from the shop, she felt like part of the team. They were a trio, and those early days were pure magic. The show blew up fast. Millions tuned in. Mike had been trying to get networks to bite for years, and when the History Channel finally said yes, everything changed. Overnight, the shop was a madhouse. Danielle was swamped, fans pouring in, the phones ringing nonstop. She smiled, showed people around, told them stories behind the pics. But it was a lot. Mike and Frank were now filming most of the year, gone 250 days. Danielle could hear the fatigue in their voices. Mike leaned into the fame, opened a new shop in Nashville. Frank kept it low-key, staying in Illinois. She teased him, "You're the quiet star," and he'd shrug it off. They balanced each other. Mike was loud, Frank was calm, and Danielle kept things steady back at the shop. She had her own fan base too. People loved her look, her burlesque edge, her posts about the shop. But the show was evolving. The vibe shifted. What started as two friends picking antiques turned into a high-stakes production. Bigger budgets, bigger expectations. Danielle watched the pressure mount. Mike pushed for big finds, big stories. Frank just wanted to stay true to the pick. They argued more. Danielle stayed out of it, keeping the business running, but she could feel the tension building. The fun was fading, replaced by the grind of keeping a hit show alive. By 2017, the cracks were hard to ignore. Danielle heard it all. Mike's ambitious plans, Frank's exhaustion. Frank's health was declining. He'd always kept his Crohn's disease quiet, but it was taking a toll. He missed shoots, looked rough on set. Fans asked where he was. Danielle would smile and say, "He's out picking," but she knew something was wrong. Frank's calls got shorter. Mike's got more frantic. Once Frank called her from a shoot, furious. "He's turning this into a circus," he said. Danielle listened, but stayed neutral. It wasn't her fight. Still, it hurt. They used to joke about stuff like that. Now it was breaking them apart. In March 2020, it all stopped. Frank's final episode aired, and then nothing. Danielle found out from Mike. "Frank's done," he said. No big explanation. Danielle didn't push. She'd seen it coming, but it still hit hard. Frank had been there since day one. His goofy energy, his love for oddball finds, it was part of the magic. Fans flooded social media. Why'd Frank leave? Did Mike push him out? Danielle kept quiet, focused on the shop, posting vintage finds to steer clear of the questions. She didn't want to choose sides. Mike had always had her back, but she cared about Frank too. It wasn't black and white. Frank's health was tanking. He'd been in the hospital 17 times in 2 years, checked into rehab in 2020. Danielle heard it all from the crew. She didn't think he was a screw-up. Pain changes people. The Frank she remembered, the guy who lit up over an old doll, was slipping away. Mike kept the show alive, brought in new people. Danielle watched, and while the episodes were still good, something was missing. Fans noticed too. They kept asking, and Danielle kept dodging. "He's taking a break," she'd say. In truth, she didn't know the full story, and she wasn't about to speculate. Mike posted a tribute online, calling Frank his brother. Danielle saw it. She knew Mike meant it, but Frank's words in interviews cut deep. He said Mike didn't even call. Danielle didn't believe it completely. She'd seen Mike move heaven and earth to keep Frank involved, but she got it. When you're hurting, it's easy to feel left behind. Then came July 2021. Danielle had had enough. Fans kept demanding answers, rumors flying everywhere. So she spoke. She posted a selfie with Mike, captioned it, "Out on the road again with my best friend and big brother, whom I support fully and stand behind." That said a lot. She was Team Mike, but she didn't ignore Frank. "I'm truly saddened for the loss of Frank on the show," she wrote. "I've watched everything unfold for over a decade." She didn't spin some dramatic tale. She acknowledged Frank's struggles, his health battles, and how painful it was to witness. Then she dropped a line that silenced everyone. "Frank caused so much pain for himself that it has been hard to watch." She wasn't angry, she was heartbroken, and she wasn't blaming. She was just telling the truth. "Here's how I feel," she said. "I hope everybody gets well. No gossip, no sides, just honesty." She didn't post right away. Let the fans wonder. Let them feel the loss without commentary. But eventually she spoke again. A sit-down, just her and the truth. "Frank's body gave out," she said. "I watched it happen. Crohn's, the pain, all of it. Mike didn't push him out. He had to stop." She made it plain. By 2018, Frank had been hospitalized 17 times. Mike tried to help, move shoots, waited, hoped. But Frank couldn't keep going, paying bills, bringing old finds to the hospital. He didn't need to post about it. He just showed up. Danielle saw that, and it killed the feud talk once and for all. She got personal. "I've known them since the start," she said. "Frank found joy in the little things. Mike dreamed big. They were magic together." She smiled, remembering the early days. Fame changed things. Life got harder, but it wasn't hate that tore them apart. It was time, illness, and pressure. No yelling, no betrayal, just real life. "I didn't speak up sooner," she said, "because it wasn't time. Frank's gone, but his legacy lives on, and now the truth finally has a voice." Danielle said her piece, and it brought the closure fans never got. If this story moved you, drop a comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.